Good afternoon. Tuesday 14th, lunchtime snack is here. Do you want it? If this is the one you're after, if you're on YouTube or scanning through the page, stay right here. We'll be moving in about 4 minutes. If you don't want Tuesday the 14th lunchtime snack, go back and have a scroll. See where you're up to. I know there's lots of people watching these in order. So that little date stamp there is just to help you navigate around this mass of videos that we are creating on YouTube. Good afternoon, Bob, first man in. How are we doing? It's that time already, yes. Who's in, who's in? We have the sun and haven't, but it's not very warm. Come in for a warm, come in and get moving. Bit of this, bit of that, bit of up and down in, bit of side to side, bit of in and out. Hello Jane, hello Maddie. Great to see you. Wales is in, Northumberland. Idris, hello again, good morning. Jill, Carol, good afternoon snackers. Cruden Bay. So if you are new into this session, we're still recruiting. If you have any interest or anyone you want to rope in, this is the preamble, the pre-broadcast broadcast. If you're wondering why I'm not doing anything yet, it's because we're building up the park, getting ready, getting in the zone, letting everyone come in, find their space, and we'll start in about 2 and a bit minutes, I think. Devon is in. Hello Anita. Janet, lovely to see you. Janet, you've got to be quick if you want to beat Bob as first in the door. Yeah. Oldham. Have I seen that one before? Hello Jackie from Oldham. Whiz Beach is sunny. I got stuck on a train station in Oldham once. Just had a memory about that, Jackie. Anyway. I've probably been stuck on quite a few train stations if I think about it too much. And Bob LaVenture and Dawn Skelton know all about that also. Hello Joy from Ireland. Whereabouts in Ireland are you, Joy, please? Just to help with our geography. Lou, you are new. Where you from? Where are you coming in from? And if I pronounced your name incorrectly, please put me right. Please, please, please put me right. Midday routine. Okay, so this is my brother saying he's not so familiar with the midday routine. You've come to the right place, bro. We're about to show you. 30 seconds and then we will do it. More Ireland coming in, I think. Oh my good grief, Joy. How do I say that? Killaloe? Killaloe Claire. Oh, this is terrible. I'm so sorry. Wish I'd never started. Killaloe. I can say Cornwall. Cornwall's in. At least Dawn knows where your location is, Joy. I do apologise. Okay. Christine Rowland's in. +1, I believe. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So I think we've got some new people. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. The more the movement, merrier. We're going to get going. It's a 3, 2, 1. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Good afternoon, my name is Bex Townley from Later Life Training. You have joined us or rejoined us at week 4. We've been doing this for 4 weeks, every day, 3 times a day, with the primary aim of accumulating more movement minutes. Accumulating 30 minutes per day, 3.5 hours per week. The more we can accumulate, the better it is for us, and it's over and above anything else you're already doing. So let's get going. We have seated and standing options. You choose, have a look at the movement we're doing, and then decide, do you want to do that in sit or do you want to do that in stand? So I'll just give you lots of options for you to try and have a go at, see which one is best for you. And in the lunchtime movement snack, we focus a little bit more on strength activities, upper body and lower body, and start to introduce you to some balance activities, all with solid and strong stable support. A couple of these movements today are in our usual iCAN calendar, freely downloadable and printable, and we are going to do a progress check from this calendar today. So for those of you that have been with us a few weeks, you'll know this. They look like these. These are either our progress check to see how we're doing, or our baseline start point to understand where we're coming from. But before all of that, we start with our usual circulation boosting. This is done in seated or it's done in sit. You choose, please. Adopt the position that's best for you. If you're in stand, start your circulation boost already. If you're in seated, hip walk forward, heels back and down and flat. And we're going to start the seated circ boost today with a single arm here, and then the other one, and then when you're ready, just bringing 2 on a steady march like so, or you may prefer to bring the arms in. In stand, we're going to start support appropriate height for you, walking on the spot or marching on the spot. Once the legs are moving, we just then think about lifting and opening the posture a little bit more and being more mindful of what's happening down at feet and ankles. Steady pace. This is just a minute or so to boost the circulation. Do exactly that. Get us ready for this movement snack and be more aware of how you're stood and the foot placement. Again, in stand, bring in 1 or 2 arms when you're ready, focusing on upright posture and a little bit more backward press through the arm. And in seated now, we too can focus on feet and legs if that's appropriate for you. Loads of focus on ankles, feet and toes, bringing in arms as and when you're ready, ultimately arriving at this type of movement, but just pick which one is best for you. And then take a pause. And at the after that initial bit of circ boost, you'll just feel the need to take a deeper breath. That's fine. If you feel tired in the posture muscles and you want to take a bit of a pit stop or a lean on something, that's absolutely fine as well. Rest whenever you need to. Don't wait for me to say. Just before we continue, just a few shoulder mobilities from our morning routine, please. Up, back and down, just to really reset, open and lift the posture and remind ourselves where ideally we'd like to be. Same in seated. Just before we move into our progress checks, I want a little bit more ankle movement and a little bit more stepping. So we're going to take some forward and some backward stepping. In stand it looks like this. So there's your forward step, heel strike, heel comes off. I'm going to come back to the centre and then I take the backward step here and then back to centre. Using lots of support here, so I really want to articulate the foot action. The heel comes down to the front, but the toe comes back to the rear. Now, over time, you can move that into a straight forward and straight back, and this static leg can change as well. So there's lots happening in this movement. I've got my leg nearest the support is the static leg. but I'm shifting my weight from one leg to two legs. And then you'll need to change sides. So when we do the other leg, we turn around the body so that the hand is on the support, and the leg nearest the support is always the still leg. So if you turn around and try the other leg, please. The seated option is just the forward step. So there's the foot placement there and toe off. And we have this hinge, this trunk movement that comes with that. If I turn slightly sideways so you can see. Lift a length out of the hip, and I place and I come back. And I'm finding my buttocks with this as well. So as the heel strikes, I come through the foot, and this is the movement that builds to the stand. We need this trunk shift, this movement to help with stand. Okay, take a pause, hold it here. So we've done some extra weight transfer through the feet. Now we're going to do our 30-second progress check on the sit to stand. I have the stopwatch here, and I've got 30 seconds on this. So let me show you the two options for you to decide which one, please. So the first option is what we call the jockey lift. So it's not quite the full stand. So we hip walk forward. This will make it easier to stand. Feet back and down, heels on the floor. This will make it easier to stand. The seated option is a thrust, is a power, is a push and a return. So your buttocks just come off the seat, or you just release the pressure off your buttocks, and we do that by pushing into the ground, You may want to put your hands on your thighs. We get some extra push through the wrists there as well, extra bonus, or chair for support. So there's your seated versions. The full stand is power up to stand, all the way up, check the chair behind legs, and then sit down. So we're not sitting down really, really slowly, but we're just sitting with control. So we have a power up, and then just a control. Your mission, if you choose to accept, is count how many of those you can do in 30 seconds, whether you're a jockey lift or whether you're a full stand. Are you ready? 30 seconds on the clock. Pick your position. Go. Either jockey lift, that's one. Pause after each one. Take as much rest as you need. Finish off with the job on the stand. Full upright, fully upright. Don't cut in any corners. We're halfway there. Keep going if you can. Really drive through the heels. Drive through the trunk as well. That's the 30 seconds. The idea is you just make a note of that somewhere, either on the calendar, if you have one, or on a piece of paper. So this is for you, this is your own progress check to go back on all the other checks that you've done and see how we're improving. Obviously, depending on the rate at speed that you sit down will impact how many you can get in 30 seconds. The priority is quality of movement. Okay, here's another progress check today, but it's going to be slightly different. I'm going to add something to previous ones we've done. The idea here is to have a look at how steady you are on your feet in 4 different positions. Have a look at my foot position here. Just have a watch, or do it, or look back after. Just decide how you want to do this. The first position is the feet side by side, fairly close. And the aim is we count to 10 to see if we can achieve 10 seconds, ideally without support. At the moment, I just want you to rehearse the positions with support. The second position is a step forward. Can you see? So my feet are here. I step forward, a little bit of knee bend, keeping the posture lifted. Rehearse it with hand position, and over time we're looking to remove, but for now, see how you go. I'd rather you just rehearse the position, and we count 10 seconds there. The third position is one foot, can you see here, directly in front of the other, as if you're on a tightrope. Transfer the weight across both feet, stand up taller, and again here we're looking for another 10-second count. Over time, without support. For now, just rehearse the movement. I want to spend some time on the fourth position today. Now the fourth position is standing on one leg. Just before I do that, I just want to suggest some seated balance challenges while we do that. So in seated, to challenge the balance in seated, we bring the feet forward, we bring the knees together, we sit taller, and we use the buttocks as the anchor on the seat. Now to challenge seated balance, we need lots of lift and activity in the centre, lots of buttocks, to reach away from that position, and you'll need to relax and release after each one. If you've got a lot of muscle activity going on, we take the reach and then we come back and relax. So that's your seated balance challenge. So just have a go at some of those. Here we go, back on the single leg stand. Take up lots of support. Hands on. The leg nearest the support stays still and strong, and it's the outside leg that's got to move. This is what I'd like you to try. We take the toe slightly back, so I've already increased the activity on this leg. And then I just pick the toe up, and I use this leg as the stabilizer, if you like, or the brake. And there, and what I'm doing two things here. I'm learning and getting the strength to stand on one leg, but I'm also using this leg, this foot, to keep me upright. I'm using it as the sense check on the floor to see how I'm doing. So for now, I just want toe on, toe off, toe on, toe off. And over time, we keep it off for longer, and then we reduce the support and see how we're going. But for today, put the foot down, and then change legs. So we turn around, step around, other hand on. I'll sew it this way to see. Supporting leg really strong, take the toe back, still in contact with the floor, and then just pick it up and put it down, pick it up and put it down. Or you might find you want to put the whole foot down, toe, whole foot down. And can you see? So we're trying to, over time, stand on one leg. But the more we use this leg, train this leg to help us put down to the floor, this is really what improving balance is all about. So let's just try those four positions, see how you go today. It's up to you whether you want to rehearse them hands on or whether you'd like to try hands off. Do what's best for you. Do what's best and safe for you. So first 10 seconds is here. So we're aiming for 10 seconds in this position. Can you count slowly to 10 in your head? Off you go. Three, 2, 1. 10 seconds done. And then you try the next position. We're not going to do this one now. I'll wait to think about this when I've gone. So the next position is here. The next position is here. And the final position is the single leg, the one that I've just shown you. So have a think, if you would like, about those, the progress check for that one. And in the calendar, the foot positions are here. For now, that is our movement check done. We're just going to do one more thing before we go. Crowbar in some heel raises. Here we go. So standing up, feet side by side. Let's go for a raise up and a slow down. Keep the hands on if you want to. And the weight stays over the big toe and the second toe. Power up and slow down. In seated, it's the same. Heels up, give the calves a squeeze and slowly down. So for the rest of the afternoon, some crowbar in some heel raises. Have a go at the balance challenge. Have a go. Make sure you use support. Rehearse with lots of hands on to begin with. Just see what it's like with your feet standing in those 4 different positions. I will be back at 4 o'clock for our sway, stretch, weight transfer, calming movement snack, which gives us another 10 minutes in the bag. Come back at 4 o'clock, come back at 4 o'clock, come back at 4 o'clock. See you then, bye-bye.